In a sharp rebuke of US policy, the chairs of foreign affairs committees from 8 European parliaments have called on President Donald Trump to end what they describe as a policy of appeasement toward Russia. The statement, obtained by the Kyiv Independent, was signed by lawmakers from the UK, France, the Czech Republic, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, and Ukraine. The lawmakers warn against yielding to Russian blackmail and deception, urging a united and resolute stance against what they call Russia's terrorist regime. They argue that negotiating with President Vladimir Putin is futile and stress the need to hold him and his allies accountable for war crimes. The statement accuses Putin of seeking to humiliate the United States and undermine Western unity. It urges global leaders to ensure he is brought to justice, highlighting the growing impatience among key US allies over Washington's approach to the Ukraine war.
We urge an end to the policy of appeasement and call instead for a united, resolute stance against Russia's terrorist regime. Negotiating with the war criminal Putin is evidently futile. His main objective is to undermine and humiliate our ally, the United States. We call upon all states to ensure that Vladimir Putin and all those complicit in his crimes are brought to justice.
President Trump has taken a markedly different position from his predecessor, adopting a more critical stance toward Ukraine while courting Putin. He has threatened to walk away from peace talks and stated in an interview with Time magazine that Crimea will stay with Russia.
Crimea will stay with Russia, and Zelensky understands that, and everybody understands that it's been with them for a long time. Well, Crimea went to the Russians. It was handed to them by Barack Hussein Obama and not by me. With that being said, will they be able to get it back? The Russians have had their submarines there for long before any period that we're talking about for many years. The people speak largely Russian in Crimea. This wasn't given by Trump. Would it have been taken from me like it was taken from Obama? No, it wouldn't have happened.
Meanwhile, European officials have been pushing for Ukraine's swift entry into NATO and accelerated EU accession, arguing that delays only embolden Russian aggression. The recent statement from the EU firmly rejects any compromise on Ukraine's sovereignty, amid reports that the US is considering recognizing Russia's control over Crimea as part of a peace deal. Lawmakers also demand the confiscation of Russia's frozen assets in Europe, calling for the funds to be redirected to support Ukraine's defense and reconstruction. Citing the 1938 Munich Agreement, they warn against repeating historical mistakes, as a leaked peace proposal reveals growing rifts between the US, Ukraine, and its European allies on how to end the war.